Hello and welcome back to another Canva Pro video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a professional business flyer that you can use for print or to share on your social media channels. We are going to be using Canva for this video. And without wasting any time, let's jump in. But before we jump in, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification button. That way when I release a new video, you'll be notified. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a professional business flyer like this one right here. I'm going to show you how to use these elements. I'm going to show you how to place this typography, very simple stuff. I'm also going to show you how to place the background, how to change the colors of these boxes or rectangles or boxes, whatever you can call them. Let's start by downloading this flyer so we can have a good look at it. It is as simple as checking the file type that you want to download, whether it's a PDF or it's MP4 video. In this case, I downloaded a PNG right here, which is downloading right here. Alright, open this up. Let's have a close look. Right, great. Yeah, so simple stuff here, just placing text, placing these elements, scaling them. I'm going to show you how to change the colors, how to place a photo in the background, how to upload this logo if you have it on your machine, on your flash disk. Okay, all right, so let's get started. You're going to create everything from scratch. You're not going to choose a template today. So canva.com. By the way, if you want to learn more about Canva, you can check out the other videos on this channel. You can get started by clicking on the link below this video. And if you purchase a Canva Pro subscription via the link below this video, I'll be able to get a small commission. yeah, so you get to design good stuff and I get a small commission and everyone becomes happy. No one is hurt, no problems. Anyway, so let's move on with the design. Let's go to home. Just go to custom design and you put your own whatever, your own dimensions. Or you can just go to create design and search for something like a flyer. Okay, so you have various types of flyers. We have one for landscape. Here's what we are going to do. Just click on flyer. Canva will load up a template. This is an A4 flyer, and what I wanted was I guess this one, the landscape. But still, this is not the size I'm looking for. So here's the thing. We can go back to this design, and if you click on resize, by the way, this is a tool that you can use to resize the design to anything that you want. For example, you can convert this flyer into a Facebook cover by just clicking right here on resize. So this one is converted into a Facebook cover, just like that. I'm going to click on this button here to undo. To undo that, click back on resize, and then we can see the dimensions. We have 96 by 36. So if you go back to the home page and go to create a design, you can simply go to custom design and we go to 96 and 36. 96 for width and 36 for height. And also remember to check this one. We are dealing with inches right here, not pixels. So we want 96 inches by 36 height, or in inches. That's right. So let's design with this one. So the first thing we are going to do is look for the background photo. So simply go to photos right here. All the tools are here in Canva. Go to photos and search for take whatever you want to design. let me try take, and then you have all these. If you want to place it, you can simply click, hold down and move. Just click and drag, just like that. You have the background, and if you want, you can keep scrolling through these ones. Maybe you could find a better background to use, like this one or this one. Just click and drag and drop. I think let's go that one for the in the meantime. Alright, next is let's bring in the logo right away. So here is what you can do. You can simply go to uploads. If you don't see these buttons, you can simply go to click on more. You will see some of them are hidden right here, but if you click on it once, for example, if I click on background once, it will appear right there and stay there until you can close it if you don't want it. Okay, good. So if you go back to uploads, I already have the logo imported, but just to show you how to upload it, you can simply click on upload media, or you can click on this button to upload from Facebook, from Google Drive, from Instagram, Dropbox, Google Photos, whatever you want. So if you click on upload media, it's going to take you to your computer, to your machine, where you can just bring in the logo from maybe from your drive. Okay, let me click on let me just bring in all these three. So I click once and hold down shift and click on the last one. Alright, let's go those. Good. Next is let's place the logo and also the text. Okay, let's bring in this one, which is transparent. This one has white, but you can still remove the white. For example, let me show you how to remove the white using the background remover tool, automatic background remover tool in Canva, which you can access by clicking on edit image and you come right here, background remover. If you click on background remover, the artificial intelligence tool will simply look into the photo that you have uploaded and look for the background and the foreground and separate the two, and it just gives you a clean thing like that, just like that. Excellent. So just click on apply, but if you want to refine, you can use those two buttons to refine the selection. So we have our logo placed. If you want to scale it, make it a little bit small, just like that, and place it up here. Next is we want to bring in the text, but before we do that, let's first bring in these boxes, these ones, the rectangles and the boxes. So we have looked at photos, we have looked at uploads. So those boxes, those rectangles, you can find them right here in elements. So for example, here is one. You can click on drag it right here, and then you can scale it however you want. And if I want, I can just drag another one, maybe like that. I'm not holding down any other button, I'm just using my mouse to click, drag and edit this stuff. So I could also create a new one, or I could just click on this one and use this button, duplicate, or I use the shortcut Ctrl D and I click and I move it down here. So next we need to move these ones, we need to move them behind this one, and this one we need to move them behind the box, behind this one. So select one and hold down shift, select that one, right click, or you go to position and go to backwards or to back. If you right click, you can use these buttons, send to back or send backward. So let's use send backward. Now the two boxes are at the back of this one. So let's make this one color white by going to this button here, color, select that and go to white. Simple as that. By the way, elements have a lot of stuff here, like graphics, even photos, tables. frames that you can use as photo placeholders. Anyway, so next is let's move the logo away. Let's move the logo out of the way. Let's scale this stuff a bit. If I click and drag, I make a selection and then I use these controls to scale this down a bit. I will probably select this one and scale it like this. It's just a matter of moving stuff around how you see fit. If we select this one, you can hold down shift and use the arrows. So to move it up like that, select this one using the mouse and use these controls to scale it like that. Next is let's bring in the text right away. So the text tool, that's the next tool. We have looked at photos, uploads, elements, and now the text tool right here. And our design is coming together. Alright, so we have text templates that you can use. This one is nice for gaming. Simply click and drag and drop it into your design and then double click the text to change it to whatever you want. So you have all this stuff, maybe for parties, maybe for the Valentine. Anyway, so I don't want this one. I'm just going to select it and use this button right here. You can even use the backspace to delete it. I'm going to scroll back up and then I'm going to use the heading, or I will use a paragraph. If I search paragraph, I can get some of the ideas here for fonts that I can use in my paragraph. But in this case, I'm just going to go with I'm just going to click on this X button to close the search. Click on this and drag it right here. That's the first step to adding your text. So here's the thing, I'm not going to type out anything. I'm just going to copy this text right here by double clicking or by using Ctrl A to select all the text. Use Ctrl C to copy the text, or you right click like that, use copy, and then go back here and use Ctrl V for paste. Okay, that's a tool called Grammarly. If you know it, it helps you to clean the spelling mistakes and all that good stuff. Alright, here's the thing you're going to do is first move the text up here by selecting it, and then we are going to create these ones next, these elements. So to do that, just go back to elements and just search for something like web design or anything that lies in the line of your business or the flyer that you're trying to design. Right, so the first thing that comes up is this one. I'm going to just click and drag it right here, and then scale it down and use this handle to move it right there in place. Right, next is I'm going to search for web, email, marketing, or social media, whatever. Alright, I'm going to click and drag this one right here, place it here and scale it down so that it's just the size of the other icon. You don't want other icons to be very bigger than the others. Okay, I think we just need a few more, like 2 of those, and we are ready to go. So the next one will be search engine and then hosting. Let's do one for search engine optimization. By the way, if you want to learn more about this stuff, the search engine optimization, the web design, digital marketing, check out mugabimran.com/blog to read about digital marketing, learn affiliate marketing, all that interesting stuff. So just the same stuff I did is scale down that icon, that element, and then the last thing we do is search for hosting. Yeah, talking about hosting, I just published a new blog post about the top 10, the best 10 web hosting services that you can use for your online store, for your online shop, business website, or just hosting your mobile apps. So check that out on the website too. Anyways, so now we have our icons, our elements. The next thing is we place the quick text. But before we do that, to make this one quick, let's place this one down and also download these icons very fast before you move on. So let's click on this one and duplicate it by using Ctrl D, or by using this button up here, duplicate, and then let's have our, I call it the footer. The website is called the footer, but this one seems to be like the footer also. This is the one that's going to contain our social media, follow these ones, and also the email, the contact number. Let's start by searching for email, a quick icon. Next, let's search for phone, or let's search for support. Okay, online support. Let's click this one, drag it here. It's free. Most of these might have this pro word. That means it's not free for you if you don't have a pro subscription. Okay, but I think you already knew that. Right? Lastly, you're going to search for social media, Facebook, Instagram. Just type Facebook in the elements tab and we have all these icons. Let's use this one, and then Instagram, click and drag, and then lastly YouTube. So what I did there is I accidentally clicked on photos, so that means the results will be the results in the elements will be limited to photos. But if you want, you can also click on graphics so that the results are restricted to only, or they are filtered to show only the graphics, or the graphics elements that you can use. Here are the photo elements, and then you have video elements. Okay, so you have some green screen stuff. Then you have audio elements that you can place into your graphics if you want to create something like a motion graphic. Anyways, so lastly, let's just drop a YouTube something here, YouTube icon. So let's scale this stuff down. So to do that, remember we are going to have little space down here, so we want to scale, or we want to zoom in. So we want to first zoom in by clicking on this button right here, just like that. And then I want to zoom in a little bit more, and then use your mouse to scroll in order to be able to move around, or you can also use these controls, slide bars or whatever. Let's start with this email. I'm going to use the magic of video editing to speed up the process here. Okay, so you don't have to watch me scale down all this stuff one by one. So anyway, so what I did there is scale it down, and then hold down shift to move it on the same line until I take it to this side here. I'm going to do the same with this one. First move it down here on this line, and then scale it down so it stays at that line. And if I see those lines, those small dotted pink lines, I know it's just the same line, same level, same size. So I hold down shift and I move it right here beside the Facebook icon. I do the same for the Instagram. Scale it down till I see those lines. Hold down shift so that it stays in the line, and I move it. Great. So lastly, this support icon, do the same, scale it down, make sure it's almost the same size as the other icons. Great work. So text, you can simply click on this one and duplicate it, or you can just go back to the text tool and place something like this. Okay, just click and drag, and then you can use these tools up here. I'm going to close that to get some space, and then use the font size to decrease like that. Decrease the font size and move it in place. If you see those lines, those guides, you know it's in the middle, the center of the icon. So I'm going to reduce the size again to 19, and then I'm going to go back and copy the email first. Well, this time I'm just going to copy the business, the working hours, scale this down a bit to 15, zoom in a little bit more. Let's duplicate this for the working hours. Just click on duplicate button, double click to unpaste. Okay, select this icon, move it away from the text. Let's place the email right here. Alright, great. Let's extend this one to get some more space right here. And also we are going to use this button right here for spacing, to reduce the spacing between the characters, the letters, like that, so there is less space between. So you can copy this value by double clicking it, go to this text, go back to the spacing, double click right here, Control V to paste that value, and click away. Alright, last thing is I'm going to use the alignment tool to align this text to the left. Now it's aligned to the center, there it's aligned to the left. I'm going to do the same with this one, align it to the left. Great. Next is the phone number and the social media. So click on this text, duplicate it, and put your phone number. Done. Click on this text, duplicate it, move it right here, use it for the social media handle. Okay, I'm going to hold down shift to select these icons and move them this side because we don't have much space the other side. Okay, holding down shift to keep them in the line. Same with the text, hold down shift to keep it in the same line. And the other thing I'm going to do is change this from black to white, or you can put whatever color you want. For example, if I zoom out a bit by clicking on this icon, zoom out icon, yeah, there we have our design coming together. So I want to apply some color from this logo. Here's what we are going to do. Just click on the icons that you want to change the color, go to the color icon, and look for the colors from the photo colors right here. So whenever you upload a photo, Canva automatically picks colors from there. So Canva has this automatic color picker, which can be very handy. For example, in this case, I can just click on this color and I have a different color for the icons. I can select this text, hold down shift, select this text, hold down shift, and do the same for this and this. And the social media icons, go back to color and go to the same color. Alright, so the icons have not changed because they are different elements. Well, for the icons, you need to select one by one to be able to change their colors. So I will do that for Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And then I'm going to go back to the text and change it to color white. I guess that will be more visible. Great. So another thing is I'm going to change the color of this. Well, I guess I'm going to leave it to that color. But if you want to change the color, you know where to go. Lastly, we are going to put the location and then the website up here, and our design is done. Maybe this small text right here. Let's first place that text before we move on. I'm going to select this text by just clicking on it. I'm going to use Ctrl D, duplicate the text. I'm going to use these controls up here, for example the font size, to decrease the font size like that. I'm going to also use these handles to make sure the text is only in this place right here, between this and this, doesn't go beyond that. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the text is only 2 lines. Okay, so let's copy the text from this side, which is 2 lines. Ctrl C, double click, use Ctrl A to select all the text, use Ctrl V to paste the text, and I'm going to click away first, and then I'm going to click on the text again, so that I make sure the text is aligned to the left. Right now it's aligned to the center, as you can see up here in the alignment tool. I click it once, so it's aligned to the left. Come back to the design, to the text, and click on this handle, move it right here. If you see the line that made that line, it shows you that the text is in the center of the icon. Next is let's leave some space between this icon and this icon. It seems like these icons are a bit big, but I think let's not mess with them right now. Let's just click on this text, duplicate it 1, 2, 3 more times by using this button. 1, 2, 3, or you can use Ctrl D. Okay, move the text in place like that. Click, select that one and move it in place. If the mouse is disturbing you, you can just use the arrows, the direction arrows, to move your elements in small increments. Alright, excellent. Next is we create this one. We put the slogan, we put the location of the company, and our design will be done. Maybe these lines, let me show you how to place these lines. Okay, so if you go back to elements, you can search for lines if you want, and you see some lines there. You can also first click on this one to close this out. If you go back to elements and you scroll through, you find lines and shapes, so you can click on see all, and then we have all these lines, arrows, shapes like the stars. Okay, so let's select this line right here, click and drag just like any other element. Click and drag to place it. If you want to reduce the width, just click at the edge, and if you want to keep it in line, you hold down shift. Well, it seems shift doesn't work for this purpose, so I'm going to keep it that width, and I'm going to click and bring it in place just like that. So it seems like it's not straight. You can just rotate it a bit. You can see 0 degrees, that means it is now straight. So I'm going to use the arrows to move it up a bit like that. And I can even change the color of this line right here by going back to color, giving it this color or this one. Alright, lastly, click on this text, duplicate it by using Ctrl D. Now our duplicate button is hidden because of this one here. It has taken up the space, so Canva has hidden the button down here. If you click on these 3 dotted lines, you will see the other buttons that are hidden. For example, the duplicate button. Click duplicate and move the text right here. Well, the first thing we need to do is change the color. Click 3 times in a row to select all the text and go back to color, text color, and choose a separate color, maybe white. Let's go with white. Next is let's bring in the address. I think this is the place for you to place your address. Now for this text, we are going to select it again and make sure it is aligned to the center, not to the left like we did here. So go back to the alignment tool and click once, so it's aligned to the center. Okay, so we need the location. We're going to say, alright, that's the address. And what else? The building name or whatever you want to put there. If you want to put the slogan, just duplicate this one, take the text up there and reduce the size, the font size, like that, so you have a nice small font for the slogan. Maybe I think the logo is good where it is, something like that. For the slogan, you have the location, and lastly the website icon. So let's go back to elements, click here and search for website. Right there we have this one. Just click and drag, click on this to hide it, or use Ctrl and backslash for shortcut. So scale this down, try to make sure it's the same size as the other icons, and then change the color to our nice cyan, kind of cyan color. Let's zoom in, one last zoom. Okay, duplicate this one right here by using Ctrl D and move it up here. Okay, that's for the website. And there we have it. There you have your flyer done from scratch using Canva. Okay, so the last thing here you might want to do is go through the design and see if everything is as you want it. Make sure the email is correct, the phone number is correct, and everything looks good. And if everything is looking as you want it, just go to download right here. Choose the file type. For example, if you want to print, you can just go to PDF print, just like that. Click on download and you have your design. Alright, otherwise thank you so much for watching the video, and if you want to learn more about Canva, check out the other videos on this channel. Don't forget to check out the links in the video description. So anyway, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me in this one. I hope it was helpful in terms of helping you navigate Canva, how to get graphics for your social media channels, for your marketing visuals. And if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button, share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one.